The Industrial Revolution had a strong impact all over the world. All the revolution that happened during that period of time helped the modernization of points of view and ideas for every individual that had the education to understand how the world was changing. The Industrial Revolution created a chance for every modern mind to create machines in order to help the production of goods and needed objects. Some scientists, like Jethro Tull and Joseph Foljambe, created machines in order to make easier and faster the production of food. These machines were too expensive at the beginning of the revolution, and so the revolution in the food company wasn't immediate. Around the beginning of the 1900s, the machines were more efficient than the 1850s, and they were more affordable for the big companies, and so the possibility of mass industrialization of the food industry was finally possible. Since he was a child, Pietro was a true lover of sweets and desserts, and as a child, he dreamed of being able to work in a field that would allow him to work with food and sweets. Unfortunately, the new machinery created by the Industrial Revolution were very expensive, so Pietro had to set aside his dream for several years. After many years of hard work, Pietro got married, and he had a son with which he tried to share his passion for food and especially desserts. Precisely for this reason, he spent a good part of money he earned from his job to open a small culinary laboratory, where he invented the new desserts recipes by mainly working with chocolate. Unfortunately, Pietro died 3 years after opening his laboratory, leaving it to his son, Michele, which automatically became the owner of the small company Ferrero. Even though several years had passed since the Industrial Revolution, the prices for machinery were still very high. Then Michele decided to invest the inheritance money from his father to innovate the laboratory, making it a real industry of professional equipment and employees. Michele had the chance to work with his father in the laboratory before he died, so he knew which of the recipes that his father was creating were actually good. One of the recipes that Michael chose to fix was a cream of chocolate and hazelnut, known today as Nutella. After Michele Ferrero perfected the recipe for Nutella, he began selling it as the first official product of Ferrero SPA. The Nutella, even today after 70 years, is the product of more success of Ferrero. Since the new recipe had a lot of success all over Italy, the countries all over Europe accepted the presence of this new company in their territories. After a few years of expansion, Nutella was easy to find in anybody's home in Italy, Germany, France, and a lot of other European countries. Ferrero realized that the new product started giving his company an income, and with the money gained, Michele decided to invest in factories all over Europe. But what he was looking for was his expansion in America. The money that were made were also used to create new recipes and formulas for new products like Kinder Chocolate. After the launch of Kinder Chocolate, Ferrero had an economic boom, and Michele started looking at his American expansion in a different way. The American expansion was not anymore just a way to increase the income of the recently created products and use the money for new creations, but it was also a way to gain enough money to start investing and buying the companies that used to sell them the hazelnut and all the other ingredients used for the production of their products. As Michele wished, he successfully expanded his economy in America, and even there, his production were loved by most of the people eating them. Finally, the company had the chance to use their worldwide success to finally become a real industrial power. Many brands were created during the golden years of the Ferrero, and so the amount of ingredients needed increased, and that meant a huge amount of money had to be spent for them. At the beginning, Michele and its staff accepted to spend that amount of money, but after a few years, the expense was too big to be sustained, and so they decided to start spending less money and buying less first-class ingredients, and then the quality of their products decreased. But at the same time, Ferrero revolutionized the industry of food and sweets, and also increased the chocolate manufacturer job requests during these years.